London and the city are very, very important financial places, the biggest places in Europe. And I think it is a real asset for the whole single market. And given the fact that I have in large part of my portfolio to implement the G20 roadmap, many of these rules are important, have a direct impact on the city and financial institutions. So it's quite natural from my side to have a permanent and fair and constructive dialogue with the British authorities, not only the government, but also all the stakeholders, the actors of the financial places of the city. The cornerstone is the banking union. And as George Osborne often said, the stability of the Eurozone is linked clearly to the stability of the single market. So our priority and the cornerstone is clearly this banking union, to supervise and to resolve, in some cases, all the banks of the Eurozone in a common framework. The second reform is clearly to have implemented the totality of the G20 recommendations to draw the lessons of the crisis. But it's not enough to implement on your side. On our side, it's also important to check the fact that the others, G20 partners, are doing the same in a coherent and in equivalent way. So the international dialogues are very important. And in another part of my portfolio, not linked to the financial regulation but the single market, I think the key proposal I've put on the table, and which is now more or less a reality, will be the European patent to protect the intellectual property and innovations in industry. It's a task of the new Commission to decide what will be the new priorities, but clearly I think for the new commissioners in charge of the single market or the financial regulations must be to implement, to be sure that the rules we have already decided on are correctly implemented and respected by everybody. I think that one of the priority and the goal proposed by President Juncker is very important, to build a capital market union, built on the basis we have created and the foundations of the new stability, the new financial stability. And finally, I think my successor must have in his agenda lots of time dedicated to the international cooperation, just to be sure that this set of rules, for instance, on both sides of the Atlantic, are interoperable, are equivalent. It's not already the case.